The lost city of Choquequirao is hidden deep in the Peruvian Andes, and it was built over 600 years ago as the sister site to Machu Picchu. Now the name Choquequirao means the Cradle of Gold, and in order to get there you must take a grueling trek, traversing up and down one of the deepest canyons in the world, battling mosquitoes, glaring heat and steep inclines the entire time. And I am about to embark on a 5-day journey to hopefully get there and back in one piece. And welcome to day 1 of 5 days in this arduous journey to and from Choquequirao, Machu Picchu's sister site that has almost no tourists. We had to join the only group that were going here in this entire month in order to make this happen. Got some mules walking past me now. And we've started our journey today at Apurimac, which is at 3,000 meters above sea level, up at the top of this canyon, which is almost twice as deep as the Grand Canyon, to give you some context of how much we have to traverse. And we're going all the way down it and then all the way up the other side in order to get to the lost city of Choquequirao. You can see the river running beneath me now, and very far away in the distance you've got that ancient site peeking its head above the edge of the mountains there. So it looks, well, it doesn't look that close, but it feels pretty close. But obviously it's a lot of down and then up again and horizontal distance in order to get there. But super excited to be on one of these 4-day, multi-day excursions again, because there's nothing better than just being out lost in nature doing this kind of thing. And not only is the Apurimac Canyon one of the deepest canyons in the world, it's also got a flourishing river running all the way down it, which allows us to get fresh drinking water and showers every night. So task for the day is to get to a site called Chiquisca, and that is at an altitude of 2,100 meters. So we're descending 900 meters and we're gonna have the opportunity for a cold shower there. And then we keep going all the way down to the bottom of the canyon and start our ascent up the other side on day 2. And this morning, if you were wondering how we got to this point, it was a very early start, a 3:30 a.m. wake up, picked up in the minibus for a 4.5-hour bus ride to the starting point. Then we had a nice little breakfast to fuel up, got some coffee in and started the descent from there. And I think it's about time I introduce you to one of our guides, lead guide, Edu. How are you doing, mate?
I'm doing great.
Excited?
Excited, as always. I'm sweating.
Sweating already, yeah. And because so few tourists come here, you barely get to come, right? So it's exciting for you as well as much as for us.
Exactly. I do always different hikes. I'm doing this Choquequirao trek after 2 months, so
barely
exciting as well. Yeah.
How many in total? How many times have you been here now?
More than 20 times so far.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Exciting. Let's keep going.
I'm enjoying this tour with you as well.
Yeah, we're the best group you'll ever have, so.
Definitely, definitely.
We've made it to the lunch spot after just shy of 3 hours. Pretty straightforward walking, mainly down, bit of flat. This is beautiful. Nice grassy terrace there as well. Perfect. Long lunch break, just chilling now. Beautiful scenery behind. Feeling good?
Yeah, always good.
Table's clear. We'll leave again in about 10 minutes. Lunch absolutely smashed, and if that is representative of the rest of the food, then we're in for a treat, because started off with a pumpkin soup, which was fantastic. Essentially an unlimited amount of carbohydrates and what was that fish? Trout. Brilliant. Now we're back in the sweltering heat. Bit of plain sailing now to get us to camp for the evening. One straight path, should take in the region of an hour and a half. And then that is day 1 and the easiest day ticked off before tomorrow morning. Well, you know what happens. We've got to go all the way down to the valley and then all the way up halfway again. Getting nice and deep into the valley now. Oh, I can actually see the huts. So we're about only 10 minutes away, and the water, the noise of the river, starting to roar. Edu said that we probably can't swim in there because it's just finishing rainy season, and so the water's still pretty ferocious. But I said, come on mate, let me get in, it's gonna be well hot. And then he gave me a little wink. So I think tomorrow morning we'll get a little douche in, and for now just got to focus on traversing these last rocks into the valley before we settle down for the evening of night number 1. Mission successful. We've made it to where we're going to be camping for the night, surrounded by cacti and dirt, just the way I like it. Wonderful, wonderful. Campsite is set up, and these are the showers, cold showers, as I said. Not bad at all. Freshen up, get ready for the evening. Oh, it's dark in here. Is there a light? No. See you after.
We've just finished dinner, an absolute feast once again. I don't think I'm gonna be in any danger of losing weight on this trip. It's now 7:30 p.m. We've got to go to sleep right now because we're up at 4 with a cup of coca leaf tea, which is always a nice surprise in the morning. And then quick turnaround, get down this side of the mountain so that we can be at Playa Rosalina, which is the beach on the river. That's not what it means, but it is what it is, by sunrise. So see you there. Good night.
It's now 5 AM, just woke up at 4:30. We're waiting for the rest of the group to get up now, and then we're going to get breakfast in and should be set off in the next hour to get down to the bottom of the valley before sunrise. Good sleep as well. Slept well. It's pretty hot. We're nearly down in the bottom of the canyon now, river down there. You can see the path up, so we've got that way, then all the way across here, zigzagging up to that ridge there. That's where we have lunch. There she is. Edu said that I'm allowed to swim in there because we've got good pace. It looks pretty rapido though. Let's give it a go. Wash off all the bug spray is probably not a good idea, but we're only here once. All right, down to the river we go. That's crazy. Before the bridge was built, that's how you get across. There's a bridge up there now, but not sure I'd want to get in there with that on it. Only 2 of the struts of wood remaining. Oh. In fact, that's exactly what I'd want to do. Unreal, what a spot. In one of the deepest canyons in the world, only person swimming in that river. So quick as well. Time to start to press on. There's the suspension bridge up there. And we're gonna make our way across it now and back up to Choquequirao. The most glorious part of the trip so far, very quickly followed by the least glorious part of the trip, because now it's all uphill. What goes down must go up. So the aggressive traverse of this canyon commences. Let's go. We're going well, very well. See how much of the valley we've come up now. Can't see the river, somewhere down there. Feeling good. It was nice to have lived at Cusco for 3 weeks, which is 3,500 meters above sea level, because now we are here about 2,500 to 3,000. Feels like we're really low, so the lungs are working well, the blood's pumping well. So just got to keep zigzagging up this way, and you see that there. I think the lunch spot isn't too much past that, so we're doing very well. That swim was so nice. I could do with another one now though. Keep pushing on and get to lunch. Some kind of civilization here. Well, almost. Look at that. I think there's a couple of people ahead, so I'll know when I get there because they'll stop. So I'm not going to stop there. This is a bit weird. The lunch spot should be anywhere very close to here. Here we go. Maybe this is it. Hey, Santa Rosa. Nice. There you go. Back on the move again after lunch, another fantastic spread. The food's been unbelievable. Certainly got the fuel necessary to get up to the ridge for dinner. We're heading up that way and it's just about to start to rain, so I'm going to crack on. It's about 2 hours I reckon, then we'll be there to settle in for the evening. I'm literally just stopping talking to you now about 20 mini mosquitoes. They still bite, but yeah, you literally can't stop. So it's going to be a gentle plod now all the way to the top. Let's get it. Very wet, I'm pretty tired. We've made it. Looks pretty civilized. Wow, what a view. Unreal. I'm gonna buy a Gatorade, I think. Insane view. This is our camp for the night. That took 1 hour and 50 minutes for me, so it's now 2:30 p.m. and we've got this to watch as the sun sets. We'll wait for the rest of the group and the guides now, probably sneak a shower in and then yeah, settle down for the evening. Good morning and welcome to the start of day 3. It is now Choquequirao day and you can see it already just over in the distance there. It's a flat day today. It's about a 2-hour hike to get over there now. We tried to rest up last night, but there was a bit of a spanner in the works, so I think it might have been from going in that river, but I've got some kind of toxin inside of me. Couldn't settle from 4 p.m. till midnight, was throwing up, leaking at both ends, let's say. So I've got nothing in my stomach. A bit of a weird one, but happens sometimes, so taking it nice and slow, pushing on. We're only here once, so making it happen. But yeah, the walking's not been horrendously difficult. Having not eaten now for 18 hours makes it slightly harder. Proper Inca trail stuff, this. Inca flat they call it, which is where it's an extreme incline followed by an extreme decline over and over again. We're about an hour and a half in now. It's 9:30 in the morning, and so we should be there in the next 25-ish, which I'm very much looking forward to because I am absolutely out of energy. Oh, why do we do these things, eh? So, Choquequirao, here we come. Let's get a push on for that last 25 minutes. We did it. We did it. Oh my God. Emailed about 7 companies to try and go to Choquequirao in the month of May, and Alpaca Expeditions were the only ones organising a trip. So I'm so glad, with two fantastic guides, we've made it happen. And I'm standing on the terraces of this lost city now, with what a view. This is really awesome. We're in a building just off the main plaza, overlooking all of those terraces that we walked through, and I'll give you a little walk through now. All those mountains in the background, of course, and all of these stone structures still completely intact. And only 30% of this place has been excavated, meaning 70% is still left under grassy mounds, which we'll see from the main viewpoint. That's still unexcavated, but you can see all of this building. Look at this from there. Only people here as well. True privilege. Compare it to Machu Picchu with thousands of people every single day. You get to explore this place on your own. But trust me, you got to work for it. It's so easy to see now we're here why this place was the last refuge of the Incas from the Spanish. It's completely surrounded on each side by sheer drops into the valley, and it's such a special experience to be able to experience this completely alone almost, because in the next 5 to 10 years there's going to be a cable car built by the Peruvian government, and this is going to be like the new Machu Picchu, with potentially up to 2,000 visitors a day like Machu Picchu has at the moment. So we've done it the hard way, we've got here, but we've got the benefit of that, which is being able to experience its beauty on our own. And even like eating, we just had our lunch on an archaeological site. How often do you get to do that? Really blessed to have been able to make the journey all the way over. And now we're heading up to the best viewpoint of the city, and it's only about a 10-minute walk up that way, and we'll show you everything that we can see from there. How mad is this? Best view of the whole place. You've got the terraces we walked through when we first arrived down there, the main plaza, and then this section up here which we're going to hike up to shortly. Really, really cool. How's that for a lost city? Probably my favourite one ever. And the canyon, obviously, you know, we came from that way, and the river runs all the way through. You can see it down this side as well, absolutely piercing its way through the Andes on each side. Just so cool, isn't it, Mike? Beautiful. And you've got that irrigation system going down that way as well. See that pipe that goes from the upper terrace down to that lower plaza. That's where all the water can trickle down. 600 years ago this was built. Well, if you're watching this and you fancy a lost city adventure, you know, in the next 10 years, this is going to have thousands of tourists. So it's been super special to come here. The arduous journey, as I said, but to be able to witness it with no one else around. So what an absolute pleasure. I'm going to try and actually eat something when I get back. We've got the 2-hour trek now. You can actually see we're going down that way, camps around there, get a good sleep in, and then start to make our way back all the way down the canyon again, all the way up the canyon the other side. But yeah, very special. And condors as well. We saw a few, went up to that viewpoint up there, and that second viewpoint, and saw a load of condors. There was 4 of them. Really cool. Home sweet home. We're back for the night. I'm gonna have a full fat Coke, a big shower, and a long lie down after that. Wow. Whoa. It was mainly up on the way there, to be honest, so mainly down on the way back, which was pretty pleasant. Tomorrow, got to go all the way down the valley and then halfway up. 2/3 of the day is down, 1/3 of the day is up. So we can manage that. And then final day, it's a little uphill push. Good man, Choquequirao. Wow, what a place. The Andes are lovely, despite the suffering. Good morning and welcome to day 4. I can't believe it's day 4 already. I'm feeling back at 90%, which is a stark contrast from yesterday. So glad that I managed to get my arse in gear and get to Choquequirao, despite one of the most horrible feelings I've ever felt. Still not eaten much, but no point moaning about it. It's all downhill for the first half of today, so we're traversing all the way down back into this valley again, and we'll get to the bridge, to the river at the bottom, imminently in the next half an hour. See what you can see from here. Not much, but it's down there. And then you see that those cutbacks over this side, I will show you. See them? There's cutbacks on the other side. That is what we're gonna take up to our lunch spot. We're gonna have lunch there. So not too much hard graft left. So we'll continue, look after the knees, get all the way down, set up camp for the night. Also, I've not spoken to you much about the mosquitoes, but they are absolutely horrendous. I've never known them to be this prolific at such a high altitude. I think in the region of 20 bites per leg, extremely itchy all over. And I'm reduced to, if you think I'm an idiot for wearing short sleeves trousers, I'm reduced to short sleeve trousers because of the stomach issues. So this is all I've got left. We're making it work. Luckily we've got enough underwear. It's TMI. That's surely too much information. Well, what do you want? You want the glamour or you want the reality? Because I always tend towards the glamour, but there's a lot of reality you don't see over here. Okay, it is now our 5th and final day, and we have managed to traverse that valley all the way down to the river, up the other side, and in doing so, managed to have a rest stop at lunch. We had about 4 hours in the middle of the day yesterday because it was so hot and the sun was beaming down. So we waited for the midday sun to pass, got to our lunch spot at 11, and then left at 3. But in the meantime, managed to explore this incredible swimming pool, which was beautiful and blue and freezing, and it just comes from the mountain water, has like one inlet and one outlet and stays completely clean. So managed to relax up there. It's like a millionaire's view, seeing the canyon on either side. Perfect place to relax before we did the final push of the day. And this morning we're tasked with the final 2-hour push. We've already done an hour of it, and now we've got these final switchbacks to make our way up. Looks pretty treacherous and intense, and Javi says 14, right?
14 switchbacks.
14 switchbacks, we can do it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get to the top, and then Javi's gonna teach you a little phrase in Quechua language, something that the Andean people say to each other when they're leaving a place. Right, let's do the final hard work. Okay, Javi's gonna teach us how to say "until I see you again in the next life," this life or the next. It's to say, it means like that, yeah, in Quechua.
Yeah, it is. My friends, he is Javier. I just, before to leave this amazing sacred place, which is Choquequirao, I just want to teach you one word in Quechua language, which is Tupananchiskama. Because Andean people, we don't have any word to say goodbye. It's just until see you again in this life or another life. See you.
Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure to meet you. Thank you for being an excellent guide.
Thank you so much, Senor Adam.
And what happens now if they like the video? They have to subscribe, yeah?
Yes, please, you have to subscribe. The video is amazing. Just to try to share all the culture in the Andes, and everyone is welcome in Peru.
Thank you very much. And Javi's already subscribed as well, so he's going to join for all the future adventures as well.
Yeah.
Thank you, mate.
Thank you, man.
Until
Tupananchiskama.
Until next time.